So Matt Hagan back in the Freak Nation, Four Wide Nationals out of Charlotte, joining us here in the Freak Nation. And I'm always fascinated how you guys in Top Fuel can actually manage to get your freaking car down the track when you got 40,000 horsepower down the track, down the track, down the track.
Like that.
What the hell was that? Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's start this over. So Matt Hagan, Four Wide Nationals winner out of Charlotte, NHRA, joining us here at the Freak Nation. I'm always amazed how you guys can control a funny car, Top Fuel car down the track when you have three other 10,000 horsepower or 12,000 horsepower engines next to you. How do you drive differently when it comes to Four Wide Nationals? Is it visual? Is it mental? Where's the difference here, man?
Make sure your earplugs are in tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's super loud, but it's really it's a different mindset of driving because you can't see the other two cars, so basically you have to make it go to the end no matter what. It's just, it puts us in a situation where we're usually not in, and because two advances during the rounds, and then the final, obviously it doesn't matter, but it's like you have to go to the end, so you can't tell whether the other two cars will even left the starting line. So if this thing's on fire, it's beating itself up or not happy, you still have an opportunity to advance. So it's kind of one of those deals where you have to have that mentality going into the weekend of like, it's going in no matter what.
There are some games, Matt Hayden, that you could play when there's two cars going down the track with the Christmas tree. Can you not play any of those games when it comes to deep stage?
Yeah, I mean, Force had the top bulb off on the final against me, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's like you look over and it's like, oh, they're there, and you got to make sure you cut back on the tree. And there's just a lot going on up there. But, we all know the deal, and it just kind of is what it is. And it worked out for us this weekend.
Speaking of a lot going on, there was a big cheating controversy in IndyCar this week, and it played into the race weekend. NHRA sort of had an issue themselves, or at least we thought yesterday. I want your thoughts on this whole Bob Tasca intake manifold altered. Was it altered? Was it not? Is this an issue? What do you say about all this?
Well, like I said, nobody's picking on the guy. They came and got one of our manifolds as well. So it's kind of one of those things where, they checked a bunch of different manifolds, and his was the one that was different. You know what I mean? So whether it's pink, purple, blue, whatever, I don't know what color it was, but they had blasted it and, and basically changed it. Do I know that they feel like it's a massive rules or, advantage? Probably not. But at the end of the day, it says in the rule book, you cannot modify it, and so it's just kind of one of those things. The rules are the rules, and there's got to be a definitive line somewhere where you say, hey, look, you can't do this, like fitting it up or, lapping it in or whatever I think there needs to be a little bit more clear definition of the rules. But his was obviously more than just what it says, that it can be. So it is what it is. The internet goes wild, and, NHRA gets bashed and stuff for that. But like, at the end of the day, we have to have a fair playing field for everyone, just because we have underfunded teams that if you said, well, anything goes, they couldn't spend enough to keep up. You know what I mean? So there is a reason for rules, and there is a reason for the things that they have to do. So, I don't know. It's hard to get into that mess with everything because we're not a part of it. It's no different than the headers when Bob had the headers laid back too much. They came over and grabbed our headers, and we were within spec. He wasn't. They threw his run out, So, I don't know. It seems to be a little bit of a continual deal over there, but I'm sure Bob will figure it out. And, if they go over there and find him or do whatever, throw the runs out, eventually you stop doing it. Right. So, but at the end of the day, we have, they come and check all of our stuff, and, we were within regulation, and you got to learn to worry about yourself. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's what we're doing out here. We're really worried about ourselves and not anyone else. And, we just try to play within the box that they give us.
Well, now that you have worried about yourself and you've got this win checked off, at least the first one, I will say, for 2024, where's your focus, or how do things change now moving into the meat of the season before the playoffs?
Well, it's a massive win for me. I mean, it was my 50th win, and I've seen a lot of people come and a lot of people go and not accomplish close to that, So 50 wins and having the support of Dodge and, the relationship that we've had for 15 years there, and, and the American Rebel folks and Andy Ross and Jason from Johnson Horsepower Garage. And it's just unreal to be able to win 50 Wallies in my career. I mean, I'm blown away, but it all comes back down to good people. I mean, like, people aren't replaceable. We have a great group of people, all the way from the hospitality folks to our PR folks to guys wrenching on the car and the guys tuning the car, and I just try to not mess it up when it's good, and they put a good hot rod underneath me. But just very blessed. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, last year we won a championship, and it put us in a bracket with, you know, Forrest Snake and Kenny Bernstein to only have won 4 championships in the history of the sport, you know. And so it's a small elite group, and I think I just passed Snake as far as wins go with this one here. So 50 is huge for me. It's incredible, and but we can't do it without the great sponsors like Dodge and the relationship that we've had there and the support to keep us moving forward and with the right parts and pieces to perform on the racetrack.
Speaking of continual deals, Matt Hagan, the winner at the 4-wide in Charlotte, you're a workout warrior. Do you find the time to work out when you're away at a racetrack for 3 days?
I've been finding the time to suck my gut in when everybody's taking pictures, you know. So I need to get back on that regimen a little bit more, you know. It's we all, you know, as you're 41 years old, and it's just like my dad's all the time. He's like, "Damn, son, you're getting fat." And I was like, "I'm 41 years old, you know what I mean? Like, leave me alone, you know." So I want to enjoy my life a little bit too. I got a fast race car, so it's you know, the old days of getting up and running 5 miles are long gone for me, you know. So you know, it's like anything. You make time for what is important in your life, and you know, right now the gym's probably not the most important thing. It's just more my kids and my businesses and trying to turn win lights on. But you know, being in shape and is part of turning win lights on. So maybe I do got to get on that treadmill and put a Snickers in front of me and run hard. You know?
Put a Snickers. So instead of putting a carrot out there,
yeah, I don't run for a
Snickers
carrot. I'll run for a
major
Snickers.
food groups.
Yeah. So are you telling me that you and Smoke will be trading fire suits here pretty soon?
Well, Smoke said that he has a guy at his house named Jim, and he doesn't bother him, and he doesn't bother, you know, vice versa. He doesn't bother him either, you know. So I like that saying. I messed it up just now, but anyway, he doesn't mess with Jim, and Jim don't mess with him.
Yeah.
He's been messing with Jim. I've seen it, and you're full of BS too. You still look amazing. So there.
Thanks.
All right, Hagan. Again, we know Ashley's behind the camera. She's probably got the arm pump from holding that camera for the last 7 or 8 minutes right now.
That's her Jim.
Jim right now.
Right.
Hey, buddy, congratulations, man, and let's kick some more ass here in 2024.
All right. Thanks for the love, guys.
At Lucas Oil, we take pride in creating problem-solving products to make your car care easier. We protect your vehicle and make it run longer so you can focus on the things that matter most. Lucas Oil, it works.
Dragging your knee at 100 miles per hour, doing a double jump with some extreme flair. If you're into two-wheel racing, make a standing date for Tuesday night on MAV TV. Two Wheel Tuesday will showcase the world's best motorcycle racers on the most challenging tracks. Whether it's the treacherous high-speed ballet of road racing or the handlebar-to-handlebar combat of the dirt arenas, MAV TV has your two-wheel fix every week on Two Wheel Tuesday.
The NASCAR Cup Series Enjoy Illinois 300 hits Worldwide Technology Raceway on June 1st and 2nd, and the racing will be rockin'. It's more than just the cars, it's all about the party. Country music's hottest new star, Riley Green, Big and Rich with Gretchen Wilson, Brittany Spencer, Tim Duggar, and Ludacris cranking the party into overdrive. There's something for everyone, and your access to the Confluence Music Festival is included with your race ticket. Go to www.raceway.com now.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.